Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our Langrisser mobile series. And today, Thursday, we had the patch drop. It is major update number 16, I believe, something crazy like this. Or just a really big number. And for this particular patch, we have the new characters Akaya, that will be changed later, and Brenda, and somewhere along the line of the event, of an upcoming event, of the shards that you can get from the story, Olivier number 2, which will also be changed into Oliver later on. I will be pulling on Akaya. There will be at least, I don't know, a bunch of pulls until we get there. If we get some Brendas, I won't complain. However, as soon as I get the first Akaya, I will probably stop, because trying to find dupes in a rate-up banner, maybe not the best idea. And then we'll begin improving the Akaya. If we get lucky, if we start very fast and get an Akaya right away, I will actually end up pulling for the Heroes of Destiny banner. Oh my god. Because the plan is to actually get a duplicate of Bozel or Luna, so that I can trade the shards from Bozel to Luna. If I get a duplicate of Liana, I'll just be sad. But it would propel me to finish Luna faster, and I kinda could use that. Only if we get lucky though, so maybe it doesn't happen. Alright, let me look at something here before we start pulling. In the meantime, just a reminder, please remember that it is time again for this type of events where you just have to log in and claim a prize every day here. So please remember to log in for the next coming days. I think there's a week to get 5 prizes every day. 1 prize every day, sorry. So make sure you do that. There's also another one over here, which is the new type of story event. So make sure that you also get that one. And now it is time to see how lucky we can get. I've been accumulating a ton of resources for this moment, because there is no future upcoming Akaya focus banner, which means this is for now, one chance for half a year, one chance to get Akaya herself. So, there's nothing else, here we go. Number 10. Let's go with A. Nope. Number 2. You know what? SSR always work for me. I'll start with the S already. Might as well not go all the way to pity. Oh, here we go. See? SSR is the trick. SSR is the trick. Alright. Now it has to not be off banner, and it has to be Akaya. Let's see what we get instead. A little bit afraid already. Ooh, Varna. Varna is pretty good. I need the Varna shards. It was bound to happen. Yeah. So here comes Brenda at the 20 mark. Is very lucky, but I cannot stop until I get Akaya. So here it goes for 30. Mark the SSR again. Hey, Soda Popinski, thank you very much for the good luck wishes. Oh my god. Oh my god, are we going crazy? We are going crazy. That's another SSR. I want to do something before I go on. This? I know, I have an SSR here ready to go. I need to activate something though. We're also making it more exciting, right? Click to unmute. Connected? Yes! It is now in. Okay. So, who will we get this time? Who will it be? I've never been this lucky. Alright, we're done. Thank you very much. I hope this episode was a lot of fun. Okay. Well, there is Akaya Shika. Wait, duplicate Akaya? Ah, that would have been too much. I am still insanely happy. And you know what? 30 falls within the realm of very lucky. So I am going to now push my luck even further beyond with the Destiny banner over here. We are looking for either a Bozel or a Luna. So here we go. I guess it's 40. And you know what? I trust the S. The S always brings you the SSRs. Not this time though. Fine. Also more Varna shards will be very appreciated. On. Nope. This will be 60. $70. Nope. Oh, Varna, did we do it? Damn it. Still not 6 stars. 80. There we go. There we go. So no matter what we get now, this is where I will stop pulling today. We will go into character review right after this, but maybe we'll get one last lucky pull. We shall see. It is indeed a Luna, and a Luna is exactly what I needed. That is really good. Will it be a... It's a good day! Oh, never mind. I got excited. How about a Varna? I wouldn't mind a Varna. Nope, that is it. And here we go. It has been reached. The goal that we have set ourselves is finally here. On the one hand, it is now finally time to say, hey Luna, your power is not good enough yet. So why don't you become 6 stars? The reason I didn't pull on Luna on the days before is because I really wanted to save as much as needed and as much as possible for Akaya. But we did get our Akaya very early, so I'm very happy. Luna is now insanely OP with this stat increase, because it's base stat increase and then the ability stat increase, talent. And that's just insane. Like, these numbers are just ridiculous. Wind pressure is now going to do a very stupid amount of damage, and I love it. Okay, so this is as much as we go for the Luna peak, and then we are gonna go into this message and say exploring Brenda. And I have to admit, I have no idea what Brenda is capable of. So I've heard like Leon replacement or bad Leon or whatever jokes. Leon with what's this called? Frontal Assault. But I actually have no idea what she's capable of. So, Brenda is part of Meteor Strike and Yeles, and one of the very, very few SSRs lately that does not have a third faction. So already, I cannot faction buff this person in my box, which means I'm probably never gonna use. But, when fighting...
More like Spear Leon.
More like Spear Leon. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. When fighting an enemy unit that has lower lower or equal percentage of HP to yours, damage is increased by 10%. Okay. After the number of times you have attacked and being forced into battle reaches 5 times, after taking action, you can take an additional action and start counting towards this effect again after this action. So there's an again after you tank too many hits, I am guessing. That's the intention, right? She begins with Onrush, which is an attack that increases your defense and magic defense, but only during battle. This is not an amazing skill, but I guess it is a starting skill that does a nice punch of 1.5. So we're gonna go into the classes. I always forget about this one. It's one of the first things you unlock. Attack Break. Decent. Let's say if you're starting the game right now, this could be a unit that you end up using. In general, effects like Attack Break don't make it to the end game, but it's very useful at the beginning of the game for sure. A Sneak is not that bad. Sneak is good, could be used at different times. Damage taken decreased by 20%. It's only when initiating battle, so don't get too crazy about it. Also having some ninja thingies would probably help. Alright, if you are a horse person, you get to move again. Move again, one of the many well-praised abilities that are passives. Lets you go back and also increases damage by 10%, which is very important. Is this Strike? This is indeed Strike. It's nothing special, it's not a chivalry. However, you get plus 20, so basically you get plus attack from a faction buff, if you don't have it, I guess. And then you can move 3 blocks again and attack. And this is where it gets interesting, I guess. Ashglow Strike. 5 rounds cooldown, so it's a heroic. Attacks a single enemy, dealing 1.1 damage and pushing the target for 2 blocks. For every block you move before the attack, damage will be increased by 20% up to 60. So it's actually 1.7, which is still not strong. Before battle afflicts the enemy with Curse of Wounding. Prevents the target from being healed, dealing damage equal to 20% of the healing instead. Last 1 turn, cannot be dispelled. I don't know. It's... yeah, I think it's at best. It's interesting that it cannot be dispelled, but we already have people who can do this way better than a single target attack. Let's keep on going. Armor Pierce, a very strong punch. Increases your damage by 1.5 and decreases enemy death by 30%. The only debuff that goes so far that is not Hiei. Next up, defense support. So this is a tree of spears, even though she's dual wielding spears. It's not to be confused with a tank, which makes it very weird and not very compatible with her talent, because you don't really get attack a lot, I guess. After taking action, defense support is irrelevant, and then Frontal Assault is the same as Elwyn's, 1.7 damage, disables enemy passives, which would be... This is basically, hey, okay, you can chivalry kill Landius.
Awesome sprite is Lancer.
That is true. It doesn't look like a Lancer at all. That much we have to say. Even though the lances continue in the back, it doesn't really look...
Spears behind the back like that.
Yeah. It's very cute. It's very cool. However, I have to say, I am not gonna die for racing a Brenda. She seems like a single target anti-Landius solution, and I really don't care about Landius. Alright. In terms of soldiers, I can imagine Amazon Champions could be one of the ways. I think it's before attacking, right?
How are you?
Hey, Setcake, how are you doing?
68/69.
I don't know what that means, but that's cool. Yeah, I think Amazon Champions could be one of the units to use. Gargoyles, of course, if you want also some flying support. Cool thing about using...
Chars, I got Brenda and Akaya.
Ooh, nice. Congratulations. The cool thing about using flying units, flying troops, means that you have attack priority in the animation when you're attacking other melee units. So this could lead to a slightly increased damage, or actually decreased damage taken, which leads to more damage dealt. So that is very interesting. Also, it's mixed forces with a flyer, and that's always happy times. Equipment, what would I use? Well, she's a spear, she can use Ragnarok, that's the only answer. As a spear, I would also consider Tyr, because you have a strike, and the chest, what would you... I guess any of the current chests is fine. Like the mirror thing, you could use Arcane Battle Garb if you want some more extra fixed damage because you have a Ragnarok already. And you know what? We're gonna go the full combo and maybe have something here that also deals fixed damage. However, I am not gonna use Brenda, so that will be it for our examination of Brenda. But now it is time. It is time to look into our girl Shika. Akaya. Do you even have another skin? Yes, you do. It's the Red Riding Hood. Oh my god. If there's any time to go for Echo of Light, it will be now. Let's see. Can you see? It's very cute. But we cannot have it. We are too poor to go ahead and just drop 300 euros into the game. So we are probably not gonna get this skin. However, it looks very, very cool. What can Akaya do, you ask? Well, let me tell you first. She belongs to the Legion of Glory because she's a cool character that wants to help the people. She's actually part of the Shika tribe, which kinda always got in the way but was never really evil. And also is very good friends with the Shrine Maiden Sophia. She is part of the Origins of Light, which makes me extremely happy because that means Dogo can be a buffer. And she is also part of the Mythical Realm team, which makes me very happy because I always pick Gizerov. So I will have her faction buffs covered, and then let's read what she can do. Holy Protection.
She can be good with High Eye and Yuzuki.
She can. That was pretty good. Yeah.
You lucky bastard.
Why is Grenier lucky? Interesting. Did he get this? Alright, when there are dead units on the battlefield, beautiful translation, when there are dead units on the battlefield.
Akaya kissed him.
Akaya kissed the Grenier? Wow, that's crazy. We'll see that in the story one day. You can summon one wolf soul. If anyone still has a doubt about this, it means the death of anyone. If you kill an enemy, you get it. If someone of your team dies, you get it. Even a summon, you get it. The stats of this wolf will be based on those of the general on the battlefield. So it's the main mob that you kill. If you're doing a map with like a boss character and still other things, you kill the boss and you get a wolf based on the boss stats. However, they will not be allowed to surpass Akaya's corresponding stats by 150%. So it says corresponding, which means like the stats that she currently has, I believe it is also affected while buffed in combat. So you may start increasing the stats.
Summons killed themselves.
You can also have a summon suicide, that is correct. This effect can be used again after 3 turns. In 6 stars, it only is 1 turn. So whenever Akaya gets a wolf, you move Akaya and you can have another wolf if you get rid of the first one. Only 1 wolf can exist at once, this is what we just talked about. And if it is killed, it can't be resummoned. So the wolves don't make wolves. I guess that makes sense. When wolves die, 10% of its stats, excluding HP, this is I think 20% in 6 stars, which we are absolutely going for, are granted to Akaya, and Akaya is healed for 10% of the wolf's soul's max HP. Again, 20%. So, these wolves that are going to be summoned from anything that dies, and these wolves will give stats back to Akaya. That's crazy. Also, if you notice, this does not say that it has a duration, and this does not say that only 1 stat increase can be had. This means, over a map with a lot of kills and a lot of turns, Akaya will have infinite stats, or whatever amount of stats is possible. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. What is her first skill? Well, it's Dark Reaper. Amazing skill casting ability. Ignores 30% of enemies' magic defense, and after battle heals you back. And what type of troops can she use? Bam! Wait, not only can she use Strength Guard for whatever reason, and Scorpio because I guess new units need to use new things, she gets to use the Spider Demon Elf. I have to say, Spider Demon Elf have crazy stats. They are insane, and the reason for this is just so ridiculous. Let me show you something. Let me show you 2 informations. The first one, this is not even max level yet. And look at this, all stats increase plus 24. Already we can check. Comparably, for example, HP 43, and attack 37, right? Yeah, that sounds reasonable. How about sorceresses? HP 43, remember, and attack was 37. Yes, I know that sorceresses get their extra when their HP is at full. That's 45% extra, that's a lot. However, remember, this is all stats plus 30% at max level, right? This is not even max level. This is all stats 29, already at level 8. So this could potentially go up to, what, 35, 40%? And we're already at the stat level of sorceresses. And then it's not just that, but before attacking, 75% chance at level 10, which we're gonna bring her to, 75% chance to reduce the enemy mobilities by 2, maybe it's 80. Enemy mobility by 2, which is also insane, and magic defense by 20% for 1 turn. So before attacking, you get to reduce the magic defense, which you can then also reduce further. Go back, let's go back, let's go back. By using Dark Scythe. So you reduce 20%, then you ignore 30%, and then you deal your damage with the Magic Scythe. With the spiders also attacking, which have an insane attack value. How crazy is this? But this is not all. This is just the beginning. Let me show you more things that are yet to come. Remember, if she gets a faction buff by Mythical Realm, Scythe becomes a 1-turn problem. And if you know what I'm gonna show you next, you will see why this is just absolutely insane. Akaya gets a very, very cute ability called Blood of the Shika. Cooldown 5 rounds. This is not aim, right? We're not spamming this all day because we can. Active skill, your attack or int is increased by 50%. This is not a faction buff equivalent. So this is attack increase 50%, whichever is lower. So if it requires smart building for 3 turns, can move again an additional 2 blocks after use and attack again. So if you are with 5 movement speed, you move 7 blocks and then you can attack at 2 blocks. Do you know who does this? The answer is Zerida, by the way. And that is just insane, the fact that you can do this. But this is not all. This is how high. You get to move 2. This is basically a chivalry, except instead of giving you a buff of attack up, you know what? We're gonna play test it right now. Can I bring her to max? No, doesn't matter. Let's advance the class. Blood of the Shika. Pretty cool. We go back out. Let's see the stats. So she has currently more intelligence than attack. Okay, how can we solve this? Can we solve this by giving, for example, this Purgatory some random attack enchant? I'm gonna try. So enchant, we're gonna use whatever, breeze. I need a good attack roll, which is funny. Is this enough? No, probably not. Okay, attack 5%. Is this enough? We're trying to change the numbers on purpose. Ah, damn it. Yeah, this is gonna get hard. I don't think I can do it. Wait. We have something way smarter. We probably have like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're talking. So currently my intelligence is lower than my attack, right? Let's go here. Let's go to, no, God, what were we? Let's go here. Let's go here. And we are gonna use anything. Doesn't matter. I think this one is my favorite to test things out. And we are gonna put someone with a summon here. You know what? It's gonna be Giz. Giz it off with the summon. The summon is supposed to die on the first turn, so I hope we get that done. And how far do we need to search for our Akaya? If anyone sees Akaya, please let me know. I think I already passed her. Akaya, Shika. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so let's summon something and see if it dies immediately. Get lucky. Nice explosion. Okay, trigger number 1. Time to get a holy protection. So we got the wolf. The wolf cannot make it to the enemy. Doesn't matter. The wolf has the stats that are 150% of Kaya's current stats, right? So 271 attack max turns into 321 max over here. You know what? We're gonna do it with intelligence. So intelligence was 1000. Of course, this is way too much for what Akaya's 100% is, 150%. So 282 is what we got. Okay, time to go back in time and say once again, we're gonna do this and then this. Then we're gonna pass the turn and everything can die. That's fine. I hope we live. It will be fun if we die. Good. Faster, faster. We are testing things. 282 was the amount of intelligence the last time. Oh my god, someone died. I didn't realize that this is how it could have happened before. But of course. Okay. And see, already because I'm faction buffed and my intelligence is higher, the wolf's stats are also higher. And then 10% of this would be 33 more intelligence, right? So 226. Go attack and die. So as you see already, we inherited stats and this has no duration, cannot be, well, you know what, I don't know if it can be dispelled or not. Maybe it can, who knows. Alright, but if we check the intelligence, this is now increased. Excellent. However, to compare even further, 370 and 260 intelligence, we should now go to 390 intelligence after we use this. Boop. Blood of the Shika. How long does it last? 3 turns. Cool. See? Intelligence plus 50%. 354. Amazing. Well, actually, we didn't go to... I think we got only increased from the base. You know what? That's fine. Having gone to 390 would have been insane. And then we attack. And whatever. Oh, my god. Look at that. What is this bullshit? Akaya, you're level 58. What type of damage are you dealing on a level 70 unit? This is just ridiculous. Also, he can only move 1, so if I have Spirit Boots, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, goodbye, I'm gonna move back there. My god, are Spirit Boots good on Akaya? That would be hilarious. Alright, let's retreat from here. I'm just getting hyped.
How long until you think Akaya will go on a focus banner?
It's actually terrible, Gurk. We know Akaya is not on a focus banner planned in any of the upcoming Chinese banners, or Chinese servers banners. So it means for the next 6 months, there is no Akaya in sight. If we get a banner that has Akaya, it is completely unrelated to the schedule of the normal Chinese servers. Which is crazy in my opinion. How could Akaya not show up? It's amazing. Okay, but wait, there is more. So I'm already hyped with everything we have seen, and I've not even gone through the sites. Let's go first on the wizard side.
Akaya will be good in PvP?
Actually, it seems that she has no success in the Chinese servers. However, I have to say, not only I'm gonna try anyway because I don't care about the meta that much. I just love a character like this. Summons are basically my favorite function in any game. I think we may have different perception of how good Akaya is because things work very different in global than in the Chinese servers. Maybe it turns out to be a fluke, but I don't care. Just like I stood by the first choices that I made, like Estelle and Joshua, I will bring Akaya to 6 stars and enjoy every single game that I play with her. Here's the thing. Akaya can also do crazy things with her wolf being alive. For example, Wild Power can only be used when a wolf is on the battlefield. Eliminates the wolf's soul and grants all friendly units within 3 blocks of the caster +2 mobility, as well as 30% increased attack and intelligence for 2 turns. So this is basically Breeze and Chivalry together. 30% attack increase is just strong. If you can have a spare plushie, maybe Akaya is an amazing person to have one on, because this is crazy. I don't think I'm gonna do that type of build on Akaya, especially because I don't have a plushie. But even if I got a drop randomly, I think this skill is amazing, and I also don't think it's the way to build her. So it's to keep in mind of what are the possibilities in the future. Maybe I'm also wrong. But wait, because there's still more. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go through this side because there's the other summon use. Death Howl. It has 3 rounds cooldown, which what's the cooldown of this? Also 3 rounds. And this one is actually a nice explosion. Can be used if there is a wolf soul on the battlefield, kills the wolf soul.
So she needs to have more attack than it.
If you want to use her as a caster, yes, that is correct. Can be used as if there's a wolf soul in the battlefield, kills the wolf soul and deals 0.2 damage physical AoE and 0.2 magic damage to enemies within 3 blocks. This is of the wolf soul. It's not one of the biggest AoE I've ever seen, but there is also a chance that they will be afflicted with 2 debuffs. I kinda hate the wording on this. I don't know if it's a 50% chance, 100% chance, whatever. I don't think this is another good use of Death Howl, of wolves. However, it is a way to use them, and you know what? That's also fine. Let's go to one of the crazy ones. Sheikah Channeler. Resist? Whatever. It exists. I don't think there are many uses for this, even though some people have been grabbing mass resist on support. Resist alone is just a single target ability. It's maybe not worth it. The only situation I would see this useful is if you have like a Bozel or a Listel and you want to faction buff them, or even a Luna faction buff them, because at least it's the full 30% that a faction buff gives. That at least is decent. Bestial Outbreak. This so crazy. 3 round cooldown. Insane thing number 1, because for Akaya this actually means 2 round cooldown. Can be used if there is a wolf soul in the battlefield. Kills the wolf soul and makes one of your units move to where the wolf soul was previously. So having a wolf soul on the battlefield already means there's always the danger that someone will be teleported there. But listen to this. If this unit has already completed an action, it can move again. What? This is an again. This is basically act again. The only other act again. Actually, no, that's a lie. Weiler is also capable of act again giving, but she's not a healer. So you are deploying a super DPS person, or a cool DPS person if you want, and then you can also give an act again. So not only as a player 2 do you have to be wary of. Sorry, not only do you have to be wary of player 2s getting a Liana or a Weiler. Now suddenly Akaya is an insane danger against this, and of course it requires someone to die first. However, someone to die is very easy to fulfill if you, for example, throw a summon to the fog, and just like that, there is now a wolf in the battlefield. And a summon usually ends up with a crazy amount of stats equal to the caster. So even the lousy Necromancer has some stats that can be used, and even if the stats are terrible, it doesn't matter because teleports someone to a crazy position and then allows them to act again. If you do this as the last move of your turn, as player 2 or whomever is currently not the leading player, you have basically gained an act again plus teleport. So it's both Iris and Liana combined into one move only. How insane is this? You could do it on a Bozel, for example, and then just be like, yeah, now it's down there and it's gonna AoE all of your units. Okay. So you already see how crazy this is all going. What you may not have seen here is that she is actually riding a ghost wolf. What is crazy about this? Well, this is a 5-move person now. So in this form, you can make sure that Akaya has actually higher attack than Int if Int is what you want to go for. And then after that, you can destroy people with 5 move of Horse Rider, plus the 2 of range, plus the 2 of the Act Again thingy ability called Blood of the Chica. So this is currently 5 plus 2 plus 2, 9 range. So ridiculous. 9 range that you propose as danger. The only thing that would be missing here is if she could use unicorns and then throw a javelin to destroy anyone. But okay, let's calm down. This is just very, very good. By the way, as I mentioned before, if you put Akaya on physical damage instead, you can use javelin, throw it at an opponent 2 tiles away, and then move backwards. The only bad thing about this is that if you're using spiders, which I plan to use, this is not magical damage. Whatever. Okay, so we still haven't looked at this one. Iron Wall. When unit HP is above 90%, defense and magic defense increase by 10%. Ignore. And then, okay, Javelin, physical damage, deals damage up to 1.4 if you have moved 3 blocks before. Alright, so what I see from Akaya is that I'm gonna master this path first and then go on the right side and stay here as Chica Scientist. And I have to make sure that whatever weapon I put on her has to have a very good intelligence enchant, because my goal is still to have a higher attack than intelligence, but a very high intelligence nonetheless. That is my plan. We will observe as I grow into her, and especially the stars change. If this difference starts being too crazy, I may have to rethink how I go around this. But it is my plan to have a 9 range Zerida that can also summon wolves, give again, and destroy people just because it's fun. I adore this character. I really hope she lives up to my expectations. Regarding equipment, I don't think I'll be using a Purgatory. That was a fluke. I wanted to try to see if Balance Blade would be a fun thing to do, because I got something... no, where is my Balance Blade? She cannot use it. There it is. Because I got this Balance Blade as a drop yesterday, and I threw my last Breeze scroll into it, and suddenly there was a 15% intelligence roll and a 5% defense roll, and I thought, what is this insane thing that I'm seeing here? I wanted to see if there's any point in increasing Akaya's range, but I don't think this affects the wolf, so the enemy AoE explosion doesn't really work. And do you really need to give a support buff to more tiles? Like, I think it will be 4 tiles distance. I think the answer is no. So I don't think this Balance Blade will go onto her. What I will do though, and because she's gonna be on a horse, she'll be able to use swords. I am gonna be using... Where is it? Here. Blood Sword Hunting, because it's true that she will be dealing magical damage, but when it's time to calculate hero's attack, she still will have an insane number. So the fact is, a Bloodthirst trigger will still do crazy amount of damage. And this can actually be paired by another thing that she will probably have an insane number of, which is... where is it? An Arcane Battle Garb. So she will be able to, again, because of the stats increase and the accumulation, poke the enemy. Which probably leads to a crazy moment where I will consider, but maybe not use, the Thor thing that I actually don't have. So I don't know why I thought about it. Yeah, I actually don't have one. So maybe I will end up using something like this Overlord's Badge that we have to rescue from Hein, because a general stat increase is only good. It can only do good for someone like Akaya. There was the thought that the weapon from... Nope, that's correct. Nope, that's even more incorrect. That the weapon from Sonya could be a very good fit. Even though you won't get this unless you're Sonya, of course. This is the only weapon in the game that offers both attack and intelligence and can be used by cavalry. So, I don't know. It's a bunch of attack and intelligence. I think it's like 70 and 70. But you would be missing out on the passives of any other weapon that you could be using. And I'm not sure if it's completely worth it. Whew. Alright. That was the review for Akaya. That's gonna be a crazy person to use. And I'm planning to have a lot of fun with her. I think I will be trying to incorporate Akaya just on everything I do. Simply because it's a fun character, you get to summon things. I love having more summons on the battlefield. Gizarov is gonna get 3C and a unique weapon, I believe, that also increase the power of the summon. I'm gonna go all in on summons. I just really enjoy strategies like this. So we will see how it all turns out. I hope it...
New waifu.
Hey, new waifu indeed. Choki, this is Ashika. So yes, we have gotten Akaya, we got the results that we needed, and now we can happily depart. I am so into using her to the maximum of her abilities. I will try to make her work.
70 pulls, 1 AKA, 1 Brenda, 1 Zerida.
That's very good results, Sudark. I'm very happy for you. Congratulations. We got the Brenda too. I don't think I'll be using her ever. But you know what? It's good to have her because on a future focus banner...
SSR in 70 noise.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I think I would love to have this skin. I do not see it happening. Just the wolves also get transformed and it's just too cute. They get a tiny food basket. But we will see. We will see. I also don't think I've seen another skin for her, so we will keep an eye on to the future and see what we find. With that said, it's everything we wanted to do today. I remind you, please check the events that are daily logins. It's one of the easiest things to miss in this game, stuff that you barely have to work for, but there's free goodies that you can acquire. So please remember, it's just a click away. Keep doing it and you will get your rewards. There's also new chapters that have been unlocked, but I'll deal with those later. For now, thank you very much for having joined me, and I hope I see you soon with an Akaya in my team. Goodbye.